out here before we head out?
Yeah, that's probably a good plan. We have fire now.
Yes.
Fire!
And you would all notice
Yeah,
that
thanks for providing that paper.
some of
It was
the
not me, but Seth.
some of the souls around this fire, they actually fished one of the pamphlets out and are kind of gathered around it reading it for lack of anything else to do. So it seems as though you were able to persuade a few of them to maybe look into this whole Seth thing.
Does it have any
Yeah.
drawings in it?
Yeah.
I think it has
bet.
one just like depiction of Seth. I'm thinking of it as like a little like one page kind of like card thing.
Right.
Like here's my business card except for it's Seth.
It's like Seth giving you a thumbs up.
So, do you guys camp out?
Yep. Shall we take watches?
That sounds good.
We'll take first
That'd be
watch.
wise.
I could. My eyes aren't really that good in the dark anyway.
Snake eye.
Yeah.
Not even your new eyes.
Hmm.
You
Uh,
check
That
his
kind of
eyes.
eyes. He's got the same sight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess these are just aesthetic.
I have dark vision, so I can take second watch.
What's dark vision?
Dark vision too.
Dark vision means you can see in the dark.
Oh snap!
Brr, 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 brr.
All right. So, Chad, you take first watch.
Mhm.
Excellent. You, where do you watch from?
I guess I'll watch from the top of that place.
Okay.
That gives me the best view of the ruins, right?
Back on the turret. Yeah, it does. Okay, Chad. So everyone settles in for the night. You all find places to sleep on various rocks, or, in the case of Nettle or Z or whoever else was really invested in the library, I'm sure you found books to lay on. Whatever the case. Chad, your watch goes by uneventfully. As it grows darker and darker, you notice that this is not, even though there's a moon above, that's about all you can see beyond the fire. Once it gets really dark out here, the fires stop casting light. So they just appear in the dark, just standing out without creating an aura of visible light. It's a very strange effect. You can see that with the lava pools as well, and the various explosions that go off in the clouds above. It's quite unsettling.
Yes. That it would be. Can I see like my hand in front of me, or is
No.
it that dark?
No. To anyone with dark vision, this is not the case, but to people without dark vision, it's just a creepy sort of the moon and flames and nothing else, and none of these things are producing the light they should.
I guess I'll strike a torch when it starts getting like this dark and I can't see anything.
That does not help. Now you just are holding flame, but the flame is casting no light.
Oh man. Well, as it gets dark and I can't begin to see, I try to, like, hold my free hand out and feel my way back to the library.
Sure. Does anyone... Who's going up to relieve him?
I was.
Alright. Nettle,
I
you
stopped out.
run
But I'm
into
actually I'm not gonna watch from up there.
Oh.
I would like to watch near, like outside of the building, but near where all the people were.
Sure.
Kind of like a strength in numbers thing.
Yeah, stay with the pack. Alright. So,
Anything
Chad,
that can be-
you stumble back. Eventually, you find your way to the camp. You rest. Nettle, you get up. You head out to look. For you, you're not affected by this. You see pretty much as you usually would. So you head over to the entryway, and you take your watch, and you settle in. Do you do anything specific while you're standing there, or is it just keeping an eye out?
I think like she's pretty quiet for the first part, but like as because like everybody's asleep, right? Like the other people are too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like as that kind of like quiet and like nothingness sets in, she kind of starts like quietly talking to herself, just being like, um, well, today, Seth, we went into a river and I we're totally okay. And like she's just talking to herself to fill that silence.
Sure.
Exactly.
As you say this, and you sort of say something to Seth, and then there's a pause, as if you're listening to him replying to you, or something like that. There is a sudden roar in the distance, a huge explosion, and you feel a wave of heat throw off the sort of bitter cold that you've been feeling. Ash and cinders fly from all directions around you, and the night is suddenly fully illuminated. And you look up and you see a huge part of the ground near these ruins has split open, and a new volcano is just firing out of the ground in a giant, jagged sort of spike, its tip spewing lava, throwing flame everywhere. And you see immediately the sort of roiling magma that's flowing down this thing is rushing towards this cathedral ruin that you're in.
So, but it's like it's in the distance, or it's like right next to where we're sleeping.
It's pretty close.
I mean, is everybody awakened by that, or is it like...
I would think so. You do hear screams from inside.
What's
Okay.
going on?
There's a volcano over there. We should go. Just don't worry about it. We just need to go. And then kind of like wrestling everyone and getting them up.
Sure. Everyone is... Who...
It looks
Where was
surprised
everyone
at Z.
sleeping? I have to ask.
I would have been in the library with everyone, or with the others.
Yeah, I was in the library, but I was using...
I probably just laid down on the ground after I made it down the stairs after bumping around and probably tripping because I didn't want to hurt myself anymore.
Yes. One by one you wake everyone up, or you try and get to them and tell them what's going on. But by the time you've roused everyone, the lava has already begun to wash over the entrance of these ruins, slowly working their way up the steps. Its way,
Yeah.
rather.
We're going. We're gone.
Time to head out. I'm surprised, Z. I didn't know skeletons needed sleep.
I don't, but it's comfortable.
And where are you going? Lava is boiling up over the steps of the entrance, blocking your path. That leaves only the interior of this place and the vast crack in the earth below you, as well as the turret above, and the roof.
So wait, I'm a bit confused how this lava is pouring on this building. So we're like in the middle and we're cut off from leaving?
You're inside the building, correct?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we were leaving the building. Or that was my impression.
You were waking everyone up.
Right.
And now you're all standing there, and you're turning around to leave, and you see
Okay.
lava is eating the stairs that you originally walked in through.
Okay,
Or
I
up
understand.
To get in. Yes.
Okay.
Is there no other entranceway or exit?
There's the
Around.
roof,
Go up.
and
Yeah,
then
we can
there's
go up.
this hole in the ground that leads into the dark below.
Well, if we go up, then like we cut ourselves off. Like there's no more up.
It looks like the only place is to go down then. So I'm
Does
not being
the-
boiled alive here.
Well, does the chasm crack like when we were checking it out earlier? Well, I wasn't, but whoever was checking it out earlier, Did it like keep going down, or
Yes.
was there just like a
It
okay?
extends far past the building and rips the building in half, pretty much.
Okay, then yeah, crack does seem like the best option. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm a little concerned that if we go down and this lava spills over this crack, it's gonna fall on our heads.
It's true enough.
I'm not against it. You're right about going up too. Maybe it's just something we need to keep an eye out for.
Okay. Yeah, I still say let's go for the crack though, because at least it goes somewhere.
Yeah, and that is where every other individual that was in here is sort of running towards, screaming and flailing around. Wow.
Do they just like jump in?
It's, well, pretty much, actually. They sort of leap in and start sprinting along. It starts at only about 5 feet down, but continues sloping down into the earth past that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good. I was under the presumption if we jump down, we break our knees or something, so
No.
that's good. Okay, thank you.
It's not going to make
Am
your
I
knees
still-
explode out of your legs.
Am I still poisoned?
Are you still what?
Poisoned.
Poisoned? Or
Let's see.
did the rest kind of take it away? If I even got enough rest.
Yes.
Um,
It's been long enough.
And on that line of thinking, does it still count as a short rest?
Long
The-
rest or short.
One you had in the boat?
No, the boat was a short rest, but like
you
when we
mean
were
resting
here,
Yes, everyone
Yeah,
who
we at least got
slept. Everyone who slept. I think that's pretty much everyone. You all may roll hit die if you like.
Okay.
You got a short rest, not a long one.
Oop, okay. I just accidentally put that I have 36 hit points. That's too many.
Well done.
Well, come on, let's go, go, go.
So you all sprint into this this crack in the earth, and you're running alongside all of these other souls, and you quickly notice once you are past the building and you're running down this sort of valley, this crack in the earth, there are creatures ahead of you. Specifically, through the dark, you can see in the newly illuminated skies above a few imps fluttering down into this this crevasse, and they look panicked. But as they see the oncoming rush of souls, they seem to take a sudden interest in all of you.
I mean, I just keep running. Like, I don't have time for it.
Yep, no time for this, but Chad does pull out Lucy and holds it in his right hand. His left hand's on his hat as he's running.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
I'm not gonna-
explain to the party what Lucy is, if you haven't already?
Lucy is his hand crossbow.
Yes.
What's she look like?
Well, just a standard hand crossbow, but there is another lever which will pull the string back, which allows him to shoot 2 times. That's how he's shooting 2 times. That's how I'm gonna say it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have like a hand kind of like ready to cast Sacred Flame. Just in case, but I'm real focused on running.
Sure. As are, I believe, everyone else at this point.
Definitely.
You're all sprinting away from the lava, and watching behind, you see this sort of this flow wash over the big citadel ruin you were in, and just completely devour where you guys were, leaving only the spires sticking out of the molten rock as any proof that it was there. In the crevice you've been sort of running down, the lava hasn't started to reach the edges, so it's not pouring over your heads, but it is flowing down from behind you into where you guys first entered it, inside of the ruins. And if you give me
We
one
speed up.
second, I couldn't imagine you would.
Benny Hills plays in the background.
I don't know about that. It's a bit more of a dire situation. Sure.
Run, Forrest, run.
The people who were like with us, are